Yo, what up, what up, what up? You know what I mean? My name is Aaron, the real estate broker of Indiana, presently at Carpenter Realtors. So, if you're ever looking for a home, holla at your boy. If you're ever looking for a space for a business, because you're wanting to be a new business owner and you're tired of working for Uncle Sam or little J Rock, you know what I mean? Holla at me. Hit me up at 317-349-0576. If you're looking for land to build a house on, holla at me. Your Indiana real estate broker at Carpenter Realtors. That's who you're talking to right now on Public Announcement TV. And I'm with Shawnee Davis. What's up, LaShonda?
I'm tired. And this cat is licking my elbow.
So why are you tired for? You been eating them cookies?
I ain't been in them cookies. You been in them cookies.
I mean, they were kind of good, so I couldn't help myself. Thank you for the cookies.
I do what I can.
You do what you can?
Mm-hmm.
You do what you can, huh?
Yeah, I do what I can.
So, what type of stuff can you do?
I don't know. I don't know.
What you think about the Tory Lane stuff?
I've been saying he didn't do it.
You've been saying that from the jump?
Mm-hmm. It just didn't make no sense for him to do nothing like that.
And you kind of good at stuff like that. You always like piece stuff together when it first happened. You're pretty good at that.
One thing in school, my biggest thing was context clues.
Context clues. When you was in school, when did you first encounter context clues?
My teacher, Miss Lloyd, she she was my third grade teacher. And we'll be reading paragraphs, and it'll be a whole lot of stuff in the paragraph, and we have to use context clues, which is stuff within the paragraph, to figure things out.
I was never good at that.
I mean, I don't know, you gotta be good at investigating. Yeah. It's a read between the line type of thing. It's a detail kind of thing.
Boy, I'm looking at this post right now, and I'm gonna try to send it to you from the computer to your phone, which I doubt I can do.
And why is that?
Can you do that now?
What?
Can you send something to somebody's phone?
It depends on what it is.
Like a post. Let me see if I can do it.
I don't even know. I ain't did stuff like that on the computer in I don't know how long.
Share post via something. Well, I got this i3 computer, and it's like it has a latency thing. Am I saying that right? Latency. What does latency mean?
It's the time that it takes for. It's the time that it takes for a signal to get from your computer to the tower and back.
Hey, okay. Yeah, I got my phone. Okay. I like that. If y'all haven't started using the Google app for Messenger, y'all need to start using it. Because now that we did that, I can actually send you, I think, a link through the Google phone app. I think, because I see it up here. No, let me stop saying that because I don't think that's true yet. I got a little, but it says phone link. It says phone link. What is that about? Phone link. Let me try to send you something to your phone link. That's all it said was phone link. And you know my computer is like, wait for it, wait, just wait. And nothing. And nothing. But as soon as I figure it out, it says nearby sharing. I wonder what this is. Nearby sharing. It says my phone. To share with someone on Windows PC near you, turn on nearby on your PC. Let's see. I turned on nearby. I only see my phone. And I hit it. I don't see why it's going to send it to yours.
Let me see if I can.
I'm going to figure it out. Because I can send it to your Gmail. But I don't want to send it to your Gmail. I want to send it to your phone. You have WhatsApp?
No.
You don't have a WhatsApp app?
No.
You think you can download it right quick? Oh, hold on. Something did pop up. Link your Android to your phone. Link your Android to your PC.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do that? You want to link your phone to this PC? No. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes. You're stone cold. Let's not worry about that.
Is there some popsicles in that box in the freezer, or is that just an empty box?
I think it's just an empty box.
That sounds about right.
No, there's some popsicles in there.
Probably like an orange one, huh?
No, you got some in there.
Probably some. The colors don't nobody like that much.
There's some in there. I promise. I'm finna send you this post. I'm finna send it to your email, to your Gmail. So that's just what I gotta do right now.
Your laptop got Bluetooth?
Yep. But I'm gonna send this to your Gmail for right now. Let's see. Because I want to send it. I'm gonna send this stuff to your phone. That's simple. Boom! I just sent it to you. There you go. Why does it say that? It says, if I send you this, I'm about to lie my ass off and get away with it. Who's that sound like to you?
I don't know, but who put your on there?
Come on, guess. I'm gonna read it again. If I send you this, I'm about to lie my ass off and get away with it.
Oh, that gotta be Diddy.
No, it ain't Diddy. Close. That's a good answer. Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she's sitting there crying in the picture. You turn your Bluetooth on.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see if I can do it. How do you feel as a female about Megan Thee Stallion?
And she just do what typical females do.
And what do typical females do?
A lot on a nigga.
Are these females new females that do that? Or are they old? This has been going on since we were young ourselves.
I mean, that's something that's always been going on. It's just, I think as people get younger, well, not people get younger, but as the younger people growing up, they make it more acceptable. Well, not make it more acceptable, but they do it more. They don't have the home training that we had. They didn't get disciplined like we did. The females is out humping everybody. The niggas is out humping everybody. They don't have no type of respect for nobody. They gonna throw people under the bus. It's just that's what the younger people do. So social media is training them to be like that. Entertainment is training them to be like that.
And what crowd do you think this is? The 20-year-olds?
20-year-olds. It can be even some 30-year-olds.
I think it's the big. I think big is 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because the 30-year-olds, the 20-year-olds are the kids of our generation.
It's the kids that we had. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, those are those. So, their parents are. We're just talking about the bad ones.
Yeah.
The 40-year-old people such as us, we're thinking about the college. We're thinking about the high school dropouts. Those, the 20-year-olds are the kids of the high school dropouts when we went to school. Okay. So in our generation, we had a little bit of manners.
We had a lot of manners.
I'm not gonna say we had a lot of manners.
We had a lot of manners.
We knew what manners were.
Like
we didn't have a lot of manners, but not everybody grows up the same.
In my mama house, we couldn't say shut up.
Right.
We couldn't say you're a liar. We had to say you're a storyteller. We couldn't. I mean, of course, we couldn't say bad words. We couldn't talk back. We couldn't say We couldn't say what.
Right.
I mean, but people nowadays, kids are not being brought up that way.
Right. Okay. They're not. And like I said, I was more of a rebel, but I still knew manners. I still have manners, but I was a little bit more rebel-ish, but I still knew what the manners were. So predominantly our generation still had we still followed some rules.
We followed a lot of rules.
Yes, we did.
It broke off after us.
It did. So the 30-year-old generation is where
it starts to fall off.
Is where it starts to fall off. So those ones are, and I'm trying to put out a good comparison for the 30-year-old generation. The 30-year-old generation, they grew up from 2000 to 2010. Because we were born in the 80s, but we lived the 90s as teenagers, right? So the 30-year-olds, they were teenagers in the 2010 era, right?
Yeah, the 99, 2000.
So what can we say about the 30-year-olds? How did we see that generation and what they learned in that time? What were they learning? How were they acting? I got a good one. I used to be a substitute teacher. So I was probably a substitute in my 30s. And they were a little bit younger though. So I can't say those were the 30-year-olds. But the 30-year-olds, you tell me, what's your analysis? What's your analysis on the 30-year-old generation between 2000 and 2010? Did they have manners?
No.
Who were they?
What do you mean,
like who were they? Like in our generation, in the 90s, sagging came out. Rap music was gangster rap. It wasn't hip hop no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking from my point of view. People weren't shooting. Like, they were shooting, but it was more fighting then. You know what I mean? It was like Friday. The movie Friday. That's how it was.
It was.
What movie compares to the 30-year-old generation? We got Friday. I remember when that came out. That was our generation was Friday. Is they generation Friday after next?
That's the one with the Santa Claus, right?
I'm not even thinking about that one. But I'm thinking about the one with when Day Day first came.
Yeah, that's the one with the Santa Claus. I think that's the one.
No, or
it's not.
I'm thinking about the one when they were in that good neighborhood, and they had the Mexicans.
Oh, when Baby D came.
Yeah, the uncle came out. He won the lottery.
Okay.
Is that their generation?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's compare another movie though that represents them. That's what I'm asking. What movie compares to the 30-year-old generation between 2000 and 2010? What movie? Like, there's no question with us on Friday. People were smoking weed. People were still fighting. People were still getting at, females and guys. They was interacting with each other. Everything matches up to our generation on Friday.
I think a better movie for us would be something like Crooklyn.
I understand why you say that, but still, we're 30-year-olds. What movie compares to 30-year-olds? What represents them? What were they watching back then that they can talk about like we can talk about? What came out of their generation? The movie. Who was their artist? It was T.I.? Was T.I. the biggest artist in 2010?
Probably.
Oh, okay. I got a movie. And I really don't want to say it, but it's close. ATL. ATL.
Okay.
You feel me? Is that close?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was ATL? T.I. did a good job in the movie, but he was still respectful. In that movie, they had Uncle. Their mom and dad were gone.
Yeah, so, yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
They're being brought up by somebody else in the family.
Exactly. Because it wasn't a lot of that with us.
Mm-mm.
People had at least one parent still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or both. But in that one, ATL, they had uncles raising them.
Yeah.
Is that how 30-year-olds grew up? Because somebody ditched them? Is that a lot of them?
You can say that. That's when
What?
Yeah, you can say that.
What?
That's when it started becoming more. Things like that. Like it became more acceptable to. Well, not more acceptable. It became more easier to get rid of your kids.
Okay.
Drugs were easier to get a hold of, so people were losing their kids.
Okay. Well, that was like our time too.
Yeah, but once the 30-year when the 30-year-olds came, them were the ones who didn't get the weapons like we did. That's when them laws kicked in where you couldn't discipline your kids. After us, you couldn't discipline your kids no more.
Okay. What else? What else? CPS got involved a lot.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Because that's the part where we were still trying to figure out, okay, you say you can't discipline your kids, but what can you do?
Right.
So we still trying to figure out, well, not we, but some of our parents or the younger parents,
Okay.
we're still trying to figure out how can you discipline them.
Okay. That makes sense.
So
right.
It's you just got more kids turning rebellious since they know they can't be disciplined.
Okay. Was it more shootings in the 2010 era than any? Or is that when mass shootings first start coming? Or it wasn't that time yet?
It was. I want to say it was prominent then, because it was something you didn't hear about it too. You didn't hear about it too much when we was growing up. If we heard about it, it was something we heard about it one time, maybe twice,
right,
in like a 10-year span. But that's because we were all getting disciplined. We wasn't talking back. We was doing our stuff in school. Mm-hmm. We came home when we needed to.
Right.
Daddy was there.
Right.
Or some male figure was there.
Right.
And then once things broke off, is
no more male figure.
Yeah, it's no more male figure. He got ran out of the house. The state kicked in more and made it harder for families to stay together. Then you took the discipline out of schools, so kids is going to schools just acting up. And then they know they can't get in trouble at home. So and then you got kids who feel like it's okay to disrespect their parents because they can't get disciplined. So then they turn around and they do things like we gonna do mass shootings. It just things like that.
Well, that came after their era. Like it got bad between 2010 and 2020, right?
Everything started going downhill after us.
Right. But the key question that I asked that for, I think you hit it on the nose. That's what I was searching for. It's CPS got more involved in the home between 2000 and 2010. So those 30-year-olds, we're gonna call them CP3s. What can we call those kids? CPS kids?
Yeah.
We gonna call them CPS?
Yeah, we can do that.
I think we should. I think we should. That was a good point. That was a damn good point. So we out here in this video because I'm just taping, recording, I'm not going live or anything like that. Do y'all agree with the 2000 to 2010? Those are the 30-year-olds that you see now. CPS got more involved in families and family homes. The teenagers were more so getting taken out the home or being told that no, it's wrong to get a whipping or get disciplined. Am I saying this right?
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to get disciplined. Parents were getting in trouble for whipping their kids between 2000 and 2010 more. Right? You cannot whoop your kids or discipline your kids.
Yes, it is considered abuse now.
Right. That's when abuse came out. Right? What? And, the state started getting in your business.
Yep, and the younger people took it and ran.
That's what separates our era from theirs, from the 30-year-olds. So, what else came out of that? Okay, abuse was there.
When they figured out that when it came to that area, they had the upper hand. That's where respect went out the window.
Okay, that's another one. Respect went out the window.
Yeah, they had no respect for each other. They had no respect for their elders. They had no respect for their parents, their teachers, nobody. Because they felt they was literally untouchable.
Right. So What's the result of those? Because those 30-year-olds got kids now, and those kids are probably what?
I mean, the results of those are people like that one girl with that old retarded lip gloss. With the booty hole brown and stuff. Those are the results.
You talking about
her.
Booty Brown?
Yeah, Booty Brown.
Yeah, Booty Brown?
Yeah, those are the results.
Big booty hole, get with it. Brown Boogie?
Yeah.
That's what you talking?
Talking about gonorrhea discharge.
How old is she?
And all that.
How old is Sexy Red? I don't hate you, Sexy Red. I don't hate you at all. I like you, Sexy Red, but you're pretty nasty.
I don't understand what it is to like about her. She doesn't represent a woman. She
Sexy Red.
I don't get it.
Age. Let's see how old she is.
She represents somebody who didn't get disciplined, who doesn't have any type of manners, no type of respect, no type of...
She's 27.
Close enough.
She's close. She was born in 98. So she doesn't fit that. She wasn't a teenager in 2010, but she was at least...
She was part of the...
Yes.
You can't whoop me era.
Yes, she was. She was probably like, what, 98, 2008. She was at least 10 years old. She really wasn't probably that coherent, but she probably knew what she can get away with. She was testing the waters, probably.
You can tell she tested the waters. Look at how she acted.
Yeah. She came out of... Her era was probably 2010, 2020 as a teenager.
Anybody who got disciplined, anybody who was raised with even a grandparent, you're not going to turn around and act that way.
And how did she act? How did she act like...
She act like she from Post Road.
Does she? Post Road girls act like that?
She seemed like a Post Road girl to me.
What's the Post Road girl?
Her.
Are you saying this from experience or just presumption?
From what I've seen from back in the days.
You're a Post Road girl too.
I don't act nothing like them.
Okay, so how they act?
I don't act nothing like
How
them.
they act?
I don't run the streets. I ain't always in some nigga face. It ain't some nigga between my legs all the time.
I see her a lot, doing stuff like that,
Yeah, I'm not out here talking about, oh, I done had all these STDs and it's okay, and I'm not laughing about it like it's just.
Have you heard her say that?
Yeah.
That she had STDs?
Yeah, like it's just...
You heard her say it?
Yes.
Testimonial?
Yes. She has a whole interview where she talks about it.
Okay.
Where it's just like it's the thing to do or something. If you don't take your ugly ass to Bellflower, something. It's just...
Okay.
No. Anybody with any kind of decency or whatever, you're not about to come up with no lip gloss talking about no discharge, gonorrhea discharge. Right. You want and somebody's supposed to put that on their lips.
I know,
right? No, that sound like some East Side shit.
So we can confirm, and I think you're right. I think between 2010 and 2000, I can say I think you're right. I think those teenagers or adolescents were more so being told that their parents couldn't discipline them. That's what I'm pretty sure of. That's what separates us from the 30-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell.
I think, how can you tell?
I mean, you can just tell by the way we act. It's like the 30-year-olds are the ones that got their noses turned up. They go around like they so much better than everybody else.
Okay.
we still have manners. We still hold doors for people.
Right.
The guys still pump the gas for the ladies.
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah.
So how many guys pump the gas for you?
One.
Okay.
When he with me.
How many other guys did it?
If I'm with a guy, he pumping that gas.
When's the last time somebody other than me you did that?
My last relationship.
Okay.
I've never been in a relationship where he didn't pump the gas.
Okay.
If he wasn't a gas pumper, he wasn't going.
So you saying if you was with a 30-year-old guy, he wouldn't pump your gas?
I don't think he would. I think it's something I would have to tell him to do.
He wouldn't even get out the car, huh?
Nah, he'd be sitting in the car on his phone.
Have you seen that before?
Whatever. I see it all the time.
Do you?
I pull up at the gas station, and it's the female that get out the car and pump the gas.
And the guy's still sitting in there?
Yeah, just sitting there. He don't go in and pay for it. He don't pump it. He don't do nothing.
He don't get out? Nothing?
Nah, she go in and get the blacks or the blunts or whatever it is, and he's still just sitting in a car. He don't do nothing.
I mean, because I didn't pump your gas today, but I also was looking for the movie.
But you got out the car with me, though.
And I sat there and talked to you at the pump.
Yeah.
But I was looking for the movie schedule, because we went to Final Destination. But I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Wow. We just sat, and that's what I was gunning for. I was trying to figure out what separated our era from the next era. And you hit it right on the nose. What word can we say? I know it's CPS. Is that what we're gonna say? Those are CPS kids. Come on, we need a funny one. Come on, you the king, you the queen.
I mean,
of coming up with something like that right now.
Like the next door neighbors.
They're the next door neighbors.
Yeah.
They're the neighbors.
Exactly.
They neighborhood kids. They neighborhood kids.
The situation that goes on next door, that's how 30-year-old people
Well, they don't do that no more though.
You got,
but I know what you mean.
You got everybody who stay under one roof. You got these kids who's living with somebody besides their parents, who's sitting up just having kids. You ain't got your own stuff.
So you saying that's sexy red?
Yeah. Yeah. You sitting under somebody else's roof just producing kids.
Okay. So you saying those are the
2000
babies?
40-year-olds ain't doing that.
Those are 2000. Those are 30-year-old people.
Yeah, those are 30.
But sexy red is 27. But still, it falls a little.
So she don't come off like she do something.
But I'm saying, she's damn. We gotta.
First off, you call yourself sexy red. Ain't nothing sexy about you.
She's sexy.
Your face look like every nigga that came on it.
I know. I know. I mean, she's sexy, but yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, hold on.
These STDs she talk about, that's the shit that splattered all over her face. And you got the nerve to call yourself that. You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
You got me.
And people out here eat that up. They really think she cute. They
That's how I feel right now that you said that.
They listen to her music like it's all that like what's one of her that damn what Pound Town.
I'm sorry. You got me with that. You said all the niggas splattered that STD juice.
Like you just got syphilis and gonorrhea just burning craters in your face and shit.
Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. I seen this porn back in the day, right? And it made me think about that. Man, I had to be like, I don't know how old I was. I was probably young. But the dude just jizzed green stuff all over her face. All over her face. I was like, oh! Yeah, it made me think about that. Like,
you watched it?
Oh my God, you're burning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying though, you know what I mean? I mean, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the first time I seen something like
he just
pause. You feel me?
Just STD discharge
like,
all over.
Wow, yeah, like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? And you caught that on tape? Oh my God!
I didn't throw that out and start over.
You feel me?
Y'all just kept it rolling.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Take some of this toxic waste.
Take this syphilis.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I'm just saying. Stuff be crazy. So at the end of the day, 2010 era, those people are what?
That's where the hopeless began.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I just know
that's when it started. That's when the hopeless started. I'm not saying that they're all like that, but that's when it started.
Well, I mean, because it had to start with us too. Because rap music came out.
I mean, yeah, rap music came out, but we couldn't listen to that.
I did. So that's why you can't speak for everybody. But you still heard it outside your mama's house.
I'm saying the ones who were brought up in decent homes weren't allowed to listen to that.
Right, but you still stepped outside and heard it.
We couldn't listen to that music. We couldn't watch those kind of movies. We couldn't watch HBO and Cinemax. We couldn't.
But I was.
Well, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just like when adults came over.
But you still seen it because you knew about it.
We knew about it, but we had parents who.
Even the bad parents knew about the stuff and tried to prevent it. That's what I can say.
We had a better upbringing. Like when mama had company over, kids had to stay upstairs. We wasn't out there downstairs mingling with grown folks.
Right, yes.
We didn't do all of that.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes.
We stayed upstairs every day during the summer. We went outside to play. Ain't no running in and out the house. When mama go to work, we ain't having no company. It was all type of stuff. I mean, our dad wasn't around, but for most of our childhood, she was married. She had a husband.
People were strict like that.
Yeah.
Do you think girls of that time were living like that?
What do you mean?
Like under strict roofs? Probably no.
What, like sheltered?
Yeah. Do you think sheltered was still a word back in that time? But I'm saying, do you think they were sheltered? Now, let me ask you a better question. From 2010 to 2020.
There was no shelter.
You don't think there was no shelter? Because in 2010, it was phasing out. Can we say that? Shelter was phasing out, especially for the girls, because CPS was getting involved more in the families. But it was probably still some in there somewhere.
I think, yeah, it was phasing out.
It was phasing out. That's
I think
what I'm
the
getting
only
at.
ones who could be saved in that point in time, whereas like if you was raised by your grandparents or something.
In the 2010?
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Okay, so how about 2010 to 2020? That should be easy. No, I'm just saying, what era was that? Mass shooters?
That was mass shooters.
Mass shooters.
That was drug overdoses.
Drug overdose has always been there.
But that's when you had that Katie come out. You got all this other
mass shooting was still bigger.
Yeah, but mass shooting that got bigger since then.
They got bigger. What?
It's like, what was our
It was
first
our mass shooting in 2010.
What was the first mass shooting that we heard about?
First mass shooting that we heard about. Let's think about it. First mass shooting that I remember.
It was at a school.
Of course. It was the Colorado.
Yeah, that was our first.
The Columbine.
Shooting. Yeah.
What year was that? Here, let's look it up. Oh shit. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. What do you predict?
As far as what? Oh,
when it was. I'm predicting it was between 2010 and 2020.
I think it was earlier than that.
Columbine. How you spell Columbine?
Columbine.
I know. We talk about all this shit to people, but we can't spell. Boy, I'm telling people get double, boy. Boy, Columbine shooting.
We can spell it when it count.
Boy, I know, boy.
At least we know how to write in cursive. How about that?
Let's see. I got it. When did Columbine shooting happen? Right now I'm saying 99.
I knew it was before 2010. It was definitely before 2010.
That was in 99?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I thought that was like around 2010.
No. Yep, that definitely sounds right.
Okay, I thought it was later though. Okay. What other shootings happened? Let's see. Let's look it up.
I'm saying that was the first one that we had heard about, and for a while
But
for a while we didn't hear about nothing like that.
Okay, so
and then it started.
Let's see. How many mass shootings happened between, and you know I got the microphone on here too. I ain't even gotta, you know what I mean, but I don't want the music to go off. Between 2010 and 2020. Oh, and Siri gonna answer. There were 67 shootings in the U.S. Okay, let's just change it up. Between, and that's just the rough, you know, who's the AI that I call AI on Google when I'm answering these? Between 2000 and 2010. Let's see. It says the FBI recorded 79 active shooter incidents in the United States. Yeah, it was more in between 2000 and 2010.
Okay, we were already, 2000, we was 18, 19 years old.
I know. But I'm saying it was more mass shootings, not too many, but it was more in between 2000 and 2010 versus 2010 and 2020. Let's just say 1999, and 2000. Let's see. Hope we don't look stupid. Let's see. Nope, they ain't even got a number. So it definitely happened after our generation.
Of course it did.
But mass shootings, I remember. I think there was a lot more shootings in 2010 and 2020.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot more shootings, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when it was just out the door that the world had changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But what can distinguish 2010 and between 2010 and 2020? What kind of babies are those? Because those would be the 20-year-olds now, right? Did they get better? Did the babies between 2010 and 2020 get better?
A little bit. Some of the 20-year-olds coming up now are better than the 30-year-olds.
Right, because we just looked at a number. Between 2000 and 2010, there were more shootings than the next generation, which was 2010 to 2020. And then when you look, and I'm just talking about pure hip hop. I'm going to talk about hip hop, rap. When you look at the artists now of this generation, those are the 2010s to 2020 babies.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They're not rapping about, I mean, they are, because you got drill, but you got more rappers who rap about love, depression, their life, suicide, like XXX, Tentacion, Juice WRLD. You have a plethora of artists that's their music.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Versus in 2000, 2010, the type of music that was being played. Well, no, let me say 2010 to 2020, because 2020 and up, those are the artists that I see now.
Uh-huh.
They're rapping about stuff like that. They're telling how they feel inside type stuff. They're not trying to hide it or nothing. They're talking about how they feel. Suicidal, you know what I mean? Love, how come they don't love me? The artists I just named. Between 2010 and 2020, what kind of artists were out there? That was the drill scene.
Yeah.
That was the drill scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between 2010 and 2020, drill was out. Drill was out. Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Those were the babies who... Those were the 2000 babies. The Sexy Reds and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna sum it up, because I think Shana's getting kind of tired. Look at her. She's looking real tired. You know, we got in here kind of late. You know, she ate a lot of cookies. I ate a lot of cookies.
Why?
Huh?
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, you are tired.
Why did we get here kind of late?
Because she ate a lot of cookies. I ate a lot of cookies.
You ate a lot of cookies. You had a lot of cookies.
What's that got to do with anything? But hold it, pause.
You got everything to do with everything.
That's another topic, another day, another hour, another Quaalude. So we're about to wrap things up tonight. You know what I mean? I'm just now getting a podcast going back up and running again.
It is 2:12.
It is, and I gotta get up. I got an open house tomorrow. I do. At noon, but I'm still good. So, if you live in Indianapolis, or just Indiana, period, if you're looking for a home, come to my open house. I'm sorry I'm talking kind of fast because I downed me a beer. I did. So, it's late night and we're just up chilling. But if you're looking for a home in Indiana, come to my open houses. I'm an Indiana real estate broker. And I'm currently with Carpenter Realtors, which have a lot of good listings, a lot of good brokers. Holler at us. I'm one of them. You can hit me up at 317-349-0576. Okay? If you're a first-time homeowner, or you're just trying to buy another home, you're an investor, somebody trying to buy land, some office space, whatever it is in, property management, holler at me. Holler at me. You're an Indiana real estate broker. And I'm a PR agent. So, whatever that means, but I'm going to break it down. It pretty much means that, I know how to research, and I'm going to really try to figure out the best thing for you.
Well, I know the best thing right now is to go to bed.
Well, you go to bed. Just don't eat no more cookies.
You don't eat no more. Well, you can a little bit. If you want to.
Alright, so that's another storyline, you know what I mean? So we signing out. It was good to be back on here. And like I said, just hit that like button. Super violate it. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to be out here doing some things, for a little change. Not all of us, but get some change from me, Sean.
No, I got some change for you. What you gonna do for it? I'm gonna hit you with how you used to do me.
Something a little strange.
What you gonna do for it?
Something a little strange.
You gonna do something strange for a little piece of change?
Yeah.
I might have something for you.
Give me some of that mama money.
What?
Give me some of that mama money in your pocket.
What?
Anyway, we signing out, man. Hit me up, man. I'm your boy, Public Announcement TV. That's what you're watching. All right, until next time, we out. Peace!